That's as far as we go with Football Heaven for a Thursday evening. Don't forget, we're back tomorrow between 6 and 7, taking more of your calls on 0114 279 6699. Raw Talent is next.
Okay, Seth, so you've just finished your Football Heaven show. How did it go?
It was alright tonight, actually. We've got a few good callers. We had a bit of a laugh as well. You know, you speak to some people on a regular basis, and the funny bit is, you spoke to one Chesterfield fan tonight, and he hammers the manager on a regular basis. Tonight he had to phone up and he had to praise him because they won 6-1 midweek. And those are always the calls that you enjoy, because you enjoy giving them a hard time when the manager, you know, you're defending the manager, and then when things go well for the manager, it's also nice to be able to give him, you know, the opportunity to say, well done, we were impressed.
Okay, aside from commentating at the weekend and the Football Heaven show, what else does your job entail?
For us, it's an awful lot of interviewing. You've got to go and generate the news stories, I suppose. So we've got sports news a couple of times during the day. We've got, you know, 1:20 in the afternoon, 4:20, 5:20. We've got the Football Heaven show. We've then got the sports news in the morning, so we have to go out. And so today, a Thursday, we've been off all around South Yorkshire. I've been out to see Sean O'Driscoll, I've been out to see Mark Robbins, to get those interviews that we will eventually use on Saturdays, and also we use in Football Heaven and in the sports news as well. So that's a big part of it. The other part of it is just, you know, logistically. You're arranging to go down to Crystal Palace this Saturday. What have I got to do? Who do I need to be there? Summariser-wise, all those kind of things. You know, that's all important. Well,
we could probably help you out with the summariser set if you ever need one with Neil Mountjoy. Anyway, onto your commentating.
That's who?
Neil Mountjoy is our expert summariser at SHConlineTV, but he's not available at this weekend, is he? Because he's got an important game for the men's first team. Onto your commentating. What's your most memorable game you've ever commentated on?
Oh. Well, I suppose I did Donny at Wembley, you know, home of football. The chance to go and work at the new Wembley Stadium is awesome. Donny in the JP Trophy at the Millennium Stadium.
Sheffield Wednesday at Cardiff.
Sheffield Wednesday at Cardiff. I wasn't commentating, I was pitchside that day. Also Barnsley, that was the first ever really big game that I got full commentary of, and it went down to a penalty shootout, and I got the save, the winning penalty save, which is always a big deal. I suppose those would be the big ones. My first ever South Yorkshire Sheffield derby as well, I think was pretty nice to do those games. You know, you feel nervous. I remember being at Wembley, and when Donny scored, I thought I was going to have a heart attack and faint because everything's going, you're screaming, you can hardly hear yourself think, and your heart's like right out of your chest. So I would probably say the most memorable one I've been, because I've never been to see a game at Wembley before, so it's got to be going to Wembley with Donny.
Okay, Seth, if you ever asked to do an analysis of a game when you've not seen the game, do you reckon you'd be able to do it?
Oh, without doubt. We do it every single night on Football Heaven. You know, we've got 6 local teams that we've got to deal with, and then you've got to field calls from callers that have been there.
Well, Seth, I was asked to do that last week. Here's how I got on.
So I'll make it, and we'll bring John back into. Actually, John, you come into shop. We'll have you into shop.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm talking about half. I'm not even flipping scene.
Yes, but this is
new for SHConlineTV.
This is what a true professional will be able to do. Are you a true professional?
I've not seen the game.
So. Thanks, Neil. So. 4-0 down at half time, John. They've been outplayed, haven't they?
Well, I don't know, because I've not seen the bloody game. You're asking. Come on,
pretend,
I just want that for the bloopers show.
Right, okay, right.
Okay.
Thanks, Neil. So, 4-0 down there. John, they've just been outplayed, haven't they?
Sorry. Sorry, it's really difficult. But I'll do it this time.
Okay.
Right. Talk about a game I've not seen. Right, okay. Okay, no worries.
Right. Thanks, Neil. So, 4-0 down, John. They've just been totally outplayed in this game, haven't they?
Yeah, it's just been a different in class for Sheffield. They've really had to raise the game, and Belper have just been too strong. You can see why. They used to play Premier League hockey.
Yeah, on the first goal.
I was about to say you're going to ask me about one of the goals. I knew it. Right, okay, we need to do it again now.
Yeah.
Funny, aren't you? It was funny in the changing rooms as well.